ArtSpeaks. It's a project that's designed to play with the traditional roles of artists and audience members. It's designed as quite a few of them, it turns out, ended up being to give the audience a greater chance to interact with the art as it develops, kind of thing. It's designed so that the final pieces will end up being the product of conversations between artists and audience members, so audience members can shape it as it happens, kind of thing. So the way we plan on doing that is to end product will be 10 pieces, and we aim to get those from initially crowdsourcing some material to inspire artists. So it'll be using either like Mac's social media, or we could set up like a separate Twitter account just called ArtSpeaks. Presenting audience members with a question or a theme and collecting their responses to it. Probably give us an example of an experience of peer pressure that you've had. Okay, so crowdsource those ideas. If we get enough, we won't necessarily, but it's just the idea. Put those into a word cloud so that you get the 10 most used words by the whole online community, and then present those 10 words to 10 artists. They each get paired with one word, and give them a month to create a creative response to that crowdsourced idea. And the idea would be throughout that month they would make weekly videos, or if they're not comfortable making videos, blog posts explaining where they are in their creative processes and asking for audience input. Leave it broadly up to the artist how much they want to involve the audience, whether if it's intensely personal, maybe not, but the objective would be get the audience involved as much as you think you can, essentially. So weekly updates, and then at the end of that month, showcase those 10 pieces here at Mac, if they're performative, mainly in the theatre space, but if we get visual artists who want to be involved as well, showcase them in the gallery during the day, and in the theatre space they can maybe talk instead of performing their piece. They could talk about how their piece came about, kind of thing. So each of the artists would have an opportunity to showcase their work and explain it on the day. That's basically it. Some just basic ideas. So performance space would mainly be in the theatre. In terms of specific targeting, who would be aiming for with the social media, it would be teenagers to early 20s, kind of thing. The people for whom peer pressure is immediately relevant. They could think of situations where that has happened to them fairly recently. Not exclusively, just that's the idea in my head. So yeah, one of the problems I had when I was thinking of this early on is that it's a reasonably complicated idea to explain to people just to get their initial ideas from them. So I think it would be useful to make a video beforehand, before presenting them with the peer pressure questions. So create a video and circulate that first, and then explain that we're going to be accepting stimuli via Twitter on January 1st. No, nothing specifically that date, it's just we were told it's going to be between these dates, and that was the earliest. So circulate the video for a week or two before then. 1st of January we would present the audience with the questions about peer pressure. We would gather them over a period of 2 weeks. That can be changeable if we get lots of responses or not very many. And then give the artists a month to create their responses to that with weekly videos. So the final performance would be on the 12th of February, with the performances happening in the theatre in the evening, and the showcase, if there's visual artists, would be throughout the day.